It's Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Mexico says it will allow the restart of the Remain in Mexico policy that immediately sends illegal immigrants back across the southern U.S. border. Stephen Dinan reports the move comes after the Department of Homeland Security announced it would speed up court hearings, offer COVID-19 vaccinations, and help improve conditions for the migrants. The Biden administration made clear it wasn't happy about the move and was acting only under a court order to revive the program, officially known as the Migrant Protection Protocols. DHS said it is making humanitarian improvements to the program at Mexico's request, and that the United States will begin returning migrants early next week. A joint trip by Vice President Kamala Harris and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to North Carolina delivered the message that she still outranks her cabinet colleague, despite low approval ratings, a major shakeup, and rising speculation that Buttigieg will supplant her as the Democratic Party's next top presidential contender. Traveling to Charlotte to highlight the administration's $1.2 trillion infrastructure plan, Dave Boyer and Jeff Murdoch report Buttigieg went out of his way to shower the vice president with compliments. He told reporters on Air Force Two that we would not be here without the leadership of the vice president, as well as the president. Harris and Buttigieg made the trip as more staff turmoil emerged on the vice president's team. Senior advisor and chief spokesperson Simone Sanders announced her resignation this week, communications director Ashley Etienne quit 2 weeks ago, and 3 other key aides are leaving the vice president's office. As Harris's job approval rating dropped to a historically low 28% in a poll last month, angst among Democrats has risen about who will lead the party if President Biden decides not to run in 2024. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. If you don't have access to the Times yet, you can visit WashingtonTimes.com/George for a special subscription offer. According to a new study from the Brunswick Group, a broad bipartisan majority of voters say corporate executives should spend less time virtue signaling on social issues and more time on their products. James Varney reports the study is part of a series from the group that focuses on the intersection of business and politics. Of corporate executives surveyed, 63% agreed they should speak out on social issues. Only 36% of voters held the same view. Business executives say their social messaging is important and successful, according to the study, indicating a sharp divide between C-suites and consumers. And finally, critics and global news outlets are questioning the White House's invitations for an upcoming summit for democracy, and U.S. adversaries are scrambling for favor among nations left off the list. Of the list of 110 participating countries, Guy Taylor reports Singapore is among the major democracies conspicuously left off the list, while the inclusions of Pakistan and others have triggered speculation about the strategic calculus behind the invitations. Turkey, a critical NATO ally, got lumped in with China, Russia, and other nations left off the list for the virtual summit December 9th and 10th. Biden administration officials have emphasized that a central aim of the summit is to gather government, civil society, and private sector leaders to work together to fight authoritarianism and global corruption, and to defend human rights. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms just by searching Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.